President Biden kicked off his first tour to Asia in South Korea overnight with a heavy focus on economic security. The president toured Samsung's factory, the largest semiconductor plant in the world, calling for cooperation among countries with, in his words, shared values to secure critical supplies.
The global semiconductor shortage has caused a shortfall in consumer goods, especially automobiles, and it's contributing to higher prices around the world. And now, Putin's brutal and unprovoked war in Ukraine has further spotlighted the need to secure our critical supply chains so that our economy, our economic, and our national security are not dependent on countries that don't share our values.
Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Rick Newman, who's been tracking this for us. And Rick, you know, this idea of working with countries that have shared values is something we have heard increasingly from this administration. What's the bar for success on this trip for President Biden?
This is one of the lower visibility things Biden has been doing, but he talks a lot about strengthening U.S. supply chains for critical materials, things that we had trouble getting during the roughest days of the pandemic. And that includes not just building more stuff here in the United States, but building alliances with friendly countries so that we can get more stuff from them. So South Korea is a U.S. ally. It's a democratic and capitalistic country, and it's actually the 10th largest economy in the world. So that is one place where we could strengthen our supply chains. He's going to stop in Japan next. That's another one. And this is all, in a way, about countering China and lowering U.S. dependence on China for a lot of the stuff we need.
Rick, I want to pivot to domestically here. We know that, global supply chains are also a big story behind inflation. But, Biden might be not necessarily in the favor of the big millionaires and billionaires here stateside, as we've seen some Twitter spats between President Biden's account, which he might not be running, and then Elon Musk and the likes of Jeff Bezos. Why is that significant?
Yeah, I'm focusing on this in my weekly Bidenomics column. So Elon Musk finally came out politically this week. Everybody wonders, is he really a Republican or what? And he said he used to vote Democrat, but he cannot vote Democrat anymore. He can only vote for Republicans. And he actually criticized Biden during a podcast this week, saying Biden is just not getting much done. I think this is a real lost opportunity for Biden because let's think about it. He and Elon Musk actually have quite a lot in common. Musk leads the most prominent electric vehicle company in the world, Tesla, and Biden has a huge and ambitious green energy agenda. And I wonder why Biden cannot figure out how to kind of bring Elon Musk into the tent, if you will. They disagree about unionized workers, but there's a lot they agree on. And I think Biden is just missing an opportunity. He's also been taking fire from Jeff Bezos, who decided, I guess he has time on his hands now that he's not the Amazon CEO anymore. He decided to criticize Biden because Biden, in a tweet that everybody would have immediately forgotten if not for this, Biden said, if you want to get inflation under control, raise taxes on companies and make them pay their fair share. And Bezos basically said that has nothing to do with inflation. So this little flare-up followed. I think it's all pretty silly. And it puzzles me a little bit that Biden doesn't just find a way to reach out to these guys. Why not? What does he have to lose?
Well, Rick, I don't think we're surprised about Elon Musk picking fights on Twitter. We kind of, have grown to come to expect that every day. But Jeff Bezos is an interesting one because, this comes at a time when the president has gone hard after Amazon for its union-busting tactics as well. And I realize Jeff Bezos is no longer the CEO of Amazon, but I wonder how much of that has prompted him to try and hit back at the president. Is it really about the tax?
Who knows? It's clear that Amazon would not benefit from some things Biden wants to do. One of them is obviously raise taxes on companies. Many Democrats have criticized Amazon because it has used tax law to write off lots of expenses. And in some years, they've paid no net corporate income tax. That's not illegal, I want to point out. That's using incentives that are already in the tax code. So Amazon has become a little bit of a whipping boy for people who say these big companies don't pay their fair share. I'm sure that irks Jeff Bezos. He doesn't want unionized shops in Amazon. And of course, Biden is a big pro-union. What motivates Bezos, I don't know, but he never took the bait. When Trump used to criticize him all the time, and Bezos never took the bait, and now he kind of came out of nowhere. He sort of picked this fight, and he didn't have much to say about it. It was just a couple of tweets, but of course, now everybody's talking about it, including us.
Yeah, and as a reminder, Bezos was beefing with Trump during his administration as well, so it's not necessarily just party line dynamics. But Yahoo Finance's Rick Newman, thanks so much for the breakdown there.